Hey everybody, I'm back with another daily check-in. Um, so I'm feeling more chill and relaxed today. I got my period and I am now really convinced of this limbic system injury that's talked about in DNRS and in Gupta um, because it's amazing how before the antibiotic I had healed so much, and yeah, I'd get a little PMS, but it did not break my stride. And now it's like this full on raging monster. And it really kicked up some stuff for me this last time, and I really thought that maybe because I had gone through such a good window that my reaction to my own hormones would be like less severe. So anyway, suffice to say, I'm starting back on DNRS. I said that I was doing Gupta and DNRS, but I was being very mellow about it. And now I did a full round today. I've been doing like a round every day in DNRS, and I'm gonna do another at least one or two. So I do 20-minute rounds. So with a 20-minute round, you only need to do 3 in a day. So because with DNRS you do 1 hour, and it's funny. Some people are like, but it's so much to commit to an hour a day. But you know what? When you're suffering, you'll do an hour a day. You'll do anything. I mean, people go for a walk for an hour. You can do DNRS for an hour. And also, it's interesting because my sleep and the sleep apnea has still been like such an issue. And I talked to 2 sleep dentists today, and they both gave me so much information. I really do think it's my nose and all of this nasal histamine stuff that I've had over, like the last 4 years of this injury, this limbic system injury that I have, where like I'm just so prone to nasal swelling. I never used to have that. Like I never had that before. So I'm sure that whatever's going on in my nose is creating, so the way that one of the sleep dentists said is that basically what happens is that I have mild sleep apnea. I don't know, with people with like severe, I don't really know if this is the same, but mild sleep apnea, you can potentially stop being able to breathe through your nose. So you start breathing through your mouth. And also as you're relaxing, all your muscles are relaxing, your jaw's relaxing and your tongue's relaxing, and your tongue obstructs, because your tongue is attached to your jaw, it obstructs the airway. So breathing through your mouth can make all of that even more pronounced. Which I know I do, because like halfway through the night, I just can't breathe. I'm like I can't get any air in my nose. And this definitely changed last year when I was doing DNRS, because I was convinced I had mold in the house. Like I was trying to move out of this house and stay in an Airbnb, and this whole crazy catastrophe. And I started DNRS and it just went away. Like I think it's this limbic system injury. It's like we're cross-wired. So that's kind of what I'm doing, and so I'm getting out of any kind of conversation about benzodiazepines. I don't want to freaking talk about that anymore. I'm done. Like, I've spent almost 3 years, 33 months ago that I put that last little bit, which was nano, it was tiny, like 0.002. I walked off of that. Okay, and like that antibiotic did a freaking number on my body. Yes, it definitely messed me up way more than a benzo had ever done. But I'd already had that injury. So I'm just done talking about that. And like I said in my last video, bananas. Like, yes, bananas today. Yes, bananas. Or in DNRS, they call them its. We don't even use the word symptoms. But I just feel tired of talking about it. And I want to talk about I want to talk about recovery. I want to talk about getting better. I want to talk about DNRS, tapping, Gupta, meditation, rewiring my nervous system. It's time. It's time, y'all. Like, I've been checked top to bottom, every single blood you can get drawn. I really do think it's a brain injury, a limbic system injury, a limbic system cross-wiring. The limbic system and the immune system are like doing this. Little limby and immune are like cross-wired. And so any little particle or thing, like a food that you eat or an environmental toxin, the body is like, burr, 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 burr. It's like heating up and sending out sending the army. That's what Gupta says, like sending out this army of the immunity is just going crazy. When that doesn't need to happen, like you need to let your body know I am safe. And you can do that through EFT, through mindfulness, but it's this constant, like, I am safe. And it's not always easy. Like the last couple weeks, I mean, when your body is going balls deep and feeling like that, I mean, it is, just do your best. Just do your best. And I still practiced every day my mindfulness meditation. I still, talked to myself and said, I love you. I did all those things. But yeah, so that's my message for today. If you are protracted and you haven't tried a neural retraining program yet, I would say maybe give it a shot. There's so many of them out there. I know it worked for me before. I mean, it really worked for me. Like, I had done it religiously for probably February, March, April, May, June, July, 4 to 5 months, like pretty religiously. Stopped talking about symptoms. Just even with my friends who I had met in this kind of community, it was like they knew we don't talk about that. I just shifted my focus and my attention away from it. And, we're already living with feelings and sensations in our body. We already live with it every day. Do we have to constantly talk about it and name it over and over again? What is that? What is the desire to have to name these sensations all the time? Something in the body wants to do that. Something in the brain. It's a symptom, right? It's like it's something there. So maybe I'll think of other names for things, like just not names. Banana. How are you doing today, Anya? Man, bananas. So that's what I'll leave you with, and peace. That's all I got.